Do you often find yourself trying to clean yourself up for the Lord before you go to Him in a difficult situation? I'm going to talk to you about my own struggle with that and hopefully give you some pointers of how to move through that today here on 5 Minute Mentoring. Hey, my friend, so glad that you're with me here today on 5 Minute Mentoring. So, one of the things that I have encouraged people to do over the years, and I practice myself, is actually visualizing, during prayer, actually seeing things in my imagination as led by the Holy Spirit when I'm praying. I often see myself, taking ungodly beliefs and lies or difficulties or things like that and, laying them before Jesus at the cross or offering them to Him and asking Him to give me a replacement item to sow into my heart, making an exchange, if you will, a lie for the truth and vice versa. And the interesting thing is that's been really, really helpful for me, throughout the years, I think, just to be able to connect my heart with my prayer life and with what God's doing in my life. So I've been walking through some stuff just like everybody does. And the other day I was visualizing myself as I was praying. I just saw myself covered with this kind of sludgy tar-like substance. And so as I was doing this, I was just kind of seeing myself cleaning, all this stuff. I was just kind of scraping it off of my face and scraping it off of my torso and the top of my head and that sort of thing in preparation to be able to give this junk to Jesus, as I've just described, to be able to make an exchange with Him. And so as I was doing that, I sensed Jesus walking up in this scene that I was imagining. And Jesus asked me, He said, "Why are you doing that?" And I said, well, I'm trying to get all this off of me so I can give this to you so I can, receive your truth and receive your peace and all that kind of stuff. And he just kind of chuckled and he was like, "You don't have to do that. You don't have to clean yourself up to come to me. You just have to come to me." And when he said that to me, it just in this moment of meditation and prayer that I was having early one morning, it just broke me. It broke my heart. It broke my emotions. It broke open whatever I was feeling right then. And it was this beautiful picture of Jesus, just like He says in, I think it's Matthew 11, where He says, "Come to me, all you who are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." When we get into the habit of trying to clean ourselves up before we go to Jesus, number one, we take responsibility for doing the work that Jesus has promised to do, which is to make that exchange. All we are responsible for doing as believers is showing up at His feet. Does that mean that we don't have to intentionally renew our mind? No, absolutely. We do have a responsibility in that. But we have to realize that even in your brokenness, even in frustration, even in times when you feel completely overwhelmed, you don't have to clean yourself up. You don't have to be good enough. You don't have to be together enough or whatever in order to come to Jesus. Jesus says, bring your mess. Bring your messed upness, bring your confusion, bring your woundedness, bring your addiction, bring your frustration to Him and let Him do the work. My friend, I really want to encourage you, if you're walking through something today that is life dominating, that is frustrating, that is overwhelming for you, and you've been trying to figure it out on your own, you've been trying to figure out how to even position yourself to receive the things that Jesus has for you. You know there's more, but you're just not sure how to get there. Listen, just lay down the stuff that you've been doing and just go to Him. Go to Him with your mess and invite Him into that situation and say, "Jesus, here I am in the middle of my mess, in the middle of my stuff. Would you come and take this yoke off of me? Would you come and heal my heart? Would you come and transform this situation in my life and my experience into one that glorifies you, into one that brings healing?" Listen, He's faithful. He will do that. And I hope that wherever you are today, this will either be brand new information or at least a great reminder for you to just come to Jesus. He loves you. My friend, I love you too. I'm so glad that you're here with me every week on 5 Minute Mentoring. Remember, till next time, you were created to thrive. Bye.